Are you in a situation where you are either a family member to someone, or you're partnered with someone, or you work with someone who's just so toxic and you just can't get away? And you know you need to cut the cords with them, but for this moment, you're kind of stuck together. What do I do? Well, that's a question that was posed to me because it's pretty common. Our relationships is our biggest soul school. And learning how to have good boundaries and not be enmeshed and assaulted by others people's energy is a graduate course for all of us that we all have to go through. Hi, I'm Sonia Choquette. Thank you for tuning into my channel, where every week I talk about all things intuitive, all things that feed your spirit, develop a connection to the good things in life, and really amplify your intuitive intelligence. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope this tip helps you, and if you're coming back, welcome back. Let's get on to how to deal with and cut cords with people that are up our nostrils. Well, the first thing to do is to know that we have to get back in our own energy. And the first lesson, believe it or not, might sound a little tough, but it's called mind your own business. That's the first way to get out of a toxic energy with someone else, is we get into the toxic energy because we unfortunately, and this is very common, especially for empaths, we tend to start minding their business, telling them what to do, deciding we know better for them than them, getting involved. And I know it's super challenging, but when you're with an adult, here's what my teacher said to me: never work harder for someone else and they're willing to work for themselves. Never try harder, never get more involved with, never try to influence someone else in a way that they're not willing to be influenced. Mind your own business. Now, as rude as that sounds, it's actually an exciting invitation. What is your business? The more you put your attention on what takes care of you, what makes you happy, what is meeting your responsibilities, the more you're deeply committed and focused to that, you communicate to others. I'm not available to the drama. You might sit next to me, live next to me, even be part of my family, but it's your life. And frankly, I'm more interested in mine. Now, can't give lip service to that. You actually have to be minding your own business. So, going back to that, what is your business? Well, what do you care about? What do you want to develop? What's important to you? Are you taking care of your body? Are you taking care of your health? Are you involving yourself in the things you love creatively? Are you showing up to your work? Are you paying your bills? Are you meeting your needs? That's your business. And you know what? It feels really good to mind it. So the more you do, the more you fill your aura with your own vitality and life force, and that becomes protection. When the people around you who are toxic and want to drag you down come around complaining, whining like predators looking to zap and tap your energy, fill yourself up with a big bright light by doing this. Just take a breath, cross your arms across your chest, casually. You don't have to look like you're ready to do a karate chop. Turn your body away from them, breathe in, and do this. And as you do, see your heart flooding your body with a beautiful bright light that is so unconditionally loving of you that nothing negative can come in. They say, what are you doing? Say, breathing, listening. And then when they complain and they this and they that, just say, you know what? I have confidence that you'll work it out when you're ready. I do. And I'm not going to give you any advice because I trust that you'll work out your own life when you're ready. That vote of confidence is the last thing the people around you are expecting, but it is the affirming of their spirit instead of feeding the bear of their victim-y ego. Say, I have confidence. When you're ready, you'll work it out. They say, I need your help. Say, well, how can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. I need your money. I need your time. Say, well, I can't do that, but I'll send you good vibes. I'll give you good energy. I'll pray for you. But I have confidence that when you're ready, you will solve your own problem. Practice saying, I wish I could do that, but it won't work for me. And then smile. wish I could do that, but that won't work for me. Won't work for me. And you don't have to explain why it won't work. That's what's empowering. Just keep saying, that won't work for me. But I have confidence you'll work it out when you're ready. What makes these toxic relationships so bad is when you try to help the person who's taking your energy, and they just came to take your energy. They have no intention of taking responsibility for themselves. And so you just got robbed, but you did it voluntarily. Don't be robbed, and don't give away your energy to someone who has no desire to put it to good use, to grow up, to be responsible, to get sober. Just don't do it. Go neutral. That's not cold, that's not angry, just can't help you. This is your journey. This is your issue to solve. Now, if you're really enmeshed with a crazy maker who's dragging you down the sewer, you do have the power to leave, and I recommend you do. And if you are scared, reach out, find support. There are support people who can help you leave. But hitching your chain or your train to someone who's just a serial disaster is a choice, and it's a choice that will backfire on you. So do remember, there's nothing noble about sacrificing yourself by throwing yourself into the abyss of someone else's nightmare. Nothing moral, nothing noble about that. It's just never going to work out for you. Instead, put your energy into minding your own business, which is taking care of you. Can be tough. We do get very codependent sometimes, but it can happen. And it's a life lesson for you that it needs to happen. So let your mantra be, mind my own business, and then ask yourself, am I? Because if I am spending all my time minding someone else's, that's just going to backfire, and I'm abandoning myself. Don't abandon yourself. Don't think that if I do something for a self-destructive person, they'll stop being self-destructive. They won't. Until they're done, nothing you can do. Don't be delusional. Don't be in denial. Don't flatter yourself. Don't tell yourself that if I love them enough, they'll be different. Only when they love themselves enough will they be different, and nothing you do in the meantime is going to change their behavior. Love them. Be neutral about their behavior. And the more neutral you are, the more your own life can work. You work with that person, say, you know what, excuse me, I have to get back to my business. If it's a family member, like your mom, toxic mom, I love you so much. You'll work it out when you're ready, but excuse me, I have to get back to my business. If you're with a partner, excuse me, I know you're struggling. I wish I could help, but you'll find your way when you're ready. And I'll be happy to hear all about how you're doing that. But in the meantime, I have to get back to my business. And then do. That's how you can coexist with toxic people. Don't be surprised if you keep minding your own business that you will create more distance, more healthy space, and more neutrality around those people. You can love them, but can't change them, no matter what. And no matter how idealistic your ego tells you you can, you can't. Mind your own business is the way forward, the most loving, grounded, healthy way forward. And just, you might get pushback, you probably will. You'll get guilt tripped, you'll get shamed, you'll get attacked, all the maneuvers of their ego, which I call the barking dog, trying to terrorize you back into submission. And just breathe and say, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I still have to mind my own business. Practice this. It actually works. When toxic people realize you mean it, and they test you and you still mean it, they stop. Because you just put a boundary in place. They'll test you. But if you mean it, I'm minding my own business, really mean it, all this drama will stop. So you give that a try. Thanks for tuning in. I really promise you this will work. And mind your own business instead of everyone else's leaves you a lot more time to have some pleasure and fun and joy and create the life you really want. So again, if you've been here before, thanks for tuning in again. If you're new, I'm happy you're here. Please subscribe. Hit that bell button to let you know when I'm coming back next week with another practical tip or tool to live an intuitively intelligent, joyful, creative, grounded, happy, spirited life. All my love. Bye, everyone.